I really think this is the first time I've done a sit down, a solo sit down. Cause I've definitely done a couple with my husband, but I've never done any by myself. So y'all be nice to me in the comments, give me some grace, okay? Cause it's my first time doing it. However, if you are new here, my name is Marijiah. Welcome to the channel. If you are not new here, hey babes, thank you for coming back. I hope this video interests you. If it does interest you, please don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment. Let me give y'all what y'all came to this video for, okay? Now, I know a lot of y'all probably thinking, girl, what you about to tell us that ain't nobody else already done told us? And the truth is, I'm probably not gonna tell you something different. I'm probably gonna tell you the same thing, except just gonna be said in a different way, okay? Let's just be real. For real though, if we being just completely transparent, as a 31-year-old, finding out they have thyroid issues, inflammation, and cysts, this health journey has not been an easy one for me. And it has been extremely difficult to lose weight. And I didn't really think I would be in that type of situation, or I didn't think that it would take so long to achieve the goals that I was wanting to achieve. But the truth is, it did take some time. And that's just sometimes how it is. You know, our bodies just don't all work the same. We all have different genetic makeups. We all have different backgrounds. And so some things that work for me might not work for you. Your journey might take a little longer than someone else's, which is why you can't compare yourself to somebody else's journey. But in today's video, we're just gonna strictly hit the basics of what helped me lose 55 pounds. And when I say the basics, I mean the bare minimum of just what it took for me to get to where I am, okay? So the first thing for me was mindset. I know it sounds cliche, and when I say mindset, I simply just mean the idea of wanting to do better, the idea to see change, the idea that you want to see something different. You want to do something different. You don't want to keep doing the same things over and over again, because obviously it's not bringing results. I'm not saying you have to wake up and be perfect. I'm not saying that you're not going to get tired. I'm not saying that it's going to be days you don't want to do it. However, I needed to have a different mindset. I was kind of just complacent starting out, and it's like I would talk about what I needed to do and what I wanted to do, but I wasn't ready to do it. And that's just the truth. And sometimes it might be that for some people. It might take some time for you to be like, you know what, okay, I gotta quit playing. I gotta get serious. And for me, that's what it took. It took a lot of me saying, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I don't. And then finally it was just like, all right, I got to now for real. I was almost like forced into having to do it because of my health conditions. But also at the same time not forced, because I could have just not done anything about it. So that's the number one thing, is mindset. Make sure you have the right mindset. Number two, for me, getting a trainer. Getting a trainer was something beneficial for me. Now, it might not be your thing, and I think that's perfectly fine. You have to find what works best for you. Definitely a trainer helped me because I needed to learn proper form, proper technique, how to live, what not to live, you know, how many pounds is too much starting out, what isn't, just a whole new world of things that I needed to learn, you know, and what to eat, what not to eat, what fuels my body, when to eat this in the morning, what time, and, you know, maybe certain supplements that I could take to help me. And so I needed a trainer to give me that basic knowledge so that I can further my fitness journey. So that's the second thing for me. Third, consistency, dedication, patience. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's the truth. I didn't start seeing results until after like my 4.5 mark of working out consistently, maybe like 3 to 4 times a week. And I was only losing inches. So for me, it took a little longer to start seeing pounds shed versus someone else. It might not take that long. But the truth is, once you start, you cannot stop because you're not seeing results, okay? You have to keep showing up and keep doing it in order to see those results. And I know, you know, it can be discouraging. Because it was discouraging for me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I didn't want to quit when I wasn't seeing results. But once I realized that it's bigger than just the results, my mindset changed. And I'm not saying the results don't matter, because they definitely do matter. But once I started showing up, it became something more than just goals and losing weight and having a perfect physique. It actually became something mental for me. And it's really been my therapy, to be honest. So dedication, consistency, patience. If you lock in and get serious about showing up and working out, I promise you, game changer. Even if you don't see the results like this, keep going, because it might be that next week or that next month that you actually start to see you look different in your clothes, or you might shed, a couple more pounds than you were prior to. It takes time. Number 4 for me, food. Food. I cannot stress this enough. If you want to be for real, that food really matters more than them workouts, okay? You not really serious in the gym right now? Start with that food first. Because if you get consistent with that food, then you'll probably get consistent with the gym. And the food matters. It's like, 80% food, 20% working out. So eating properly, it matters. And I know people say, eating this is so boring. Listen, meal prepping saved my life. And yes, it can get boring. Yes, you can get burnt out. But that's why you have to try different things. Don't, eat salmon, broccoli, and rice for 5 days straight and then you don't have nothing else. Like, no, be versatile, because it will get boring and you will get burnt out and you will quit, and then you will stop and you won't finish what you started, and then you're not overeating. That's another big thing. I was in a calorie deficit for a long time. Also, another thing that helped me was eating for my blood type. This book right here, Food, Beverage, and Supplements List, Eat Right for Your Type, Dr. Peter J. D'Adamo and Catherine Whitney. I hope I didn't pronounce your names wrong, but Food, Beverage, and Supplements List, eating for my blood type. There were so many things that I was eating that just was not helping me, and it was working against me. And for example, I'll give you one: chicken. I love chicken. I noticed when I first got diagnosed that when I would eat it, I would ache, I would hurt, I would swell. And it didn't really register to me that it just wasn't good for me to be eating. I just thought, I'm overweight, and that's why my knees hurting, and that's why, I'm A, B, C, D, and E. But the truth is, it really isn't something that is good for me with my blood type. And when I started to research and read up on it, I realized, okay, this isn't something that fuels me. Everybody's different. For my blood type, chicken don't work for me. Somebody else who might have the same blood type, it might work for them. But for me, it doesn't. So when I started to research, I'm like, okay, so chicken is on the list for things that I need to avoid. And it was like a light bulb went off. Like, okay, that's why my leg was hurting. That's why my knee was hurting. That's why inflammation, that's why A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And so I had to cut chicken out. And that might be the case for some of you. You might have to find what works for you and what doesn't. Eating for your blood type definitely helps. For me, the things that I need to avoid, or that I realized, from reading and researching, was chicken liver, Cornish hen, duck, chicken, beef heart, bear, duck liver, goose liver, ham, quail, squirrel, turtle. Now, let's just be honest. I wouldn't eat none of this stuff anyways, okay? But the beef and the pork and everything, I definitely was eating that stuff, okay? And it wasn't helping me. And I was so sluggish. I felt tired. I was out of breath. It just wasn't doing what it needed to do for me. The seafood, I always would notice that when I started my journey, when I was switching up between beef and pork and fish, that I felt better with fish than I did with the red meats. So when I realized that the fish made me feel better, I was like, okay, that's what I need to stick with. And so fish is on my list for being highly beneficial for me. So the what's on my list for highly beneficial is cod, caviar, flounder, harvest fish, tuna. Yeah, so I'm not gonna go through the whole list of things, but these are just kind of examples. If you need a good start, I would definitely say eat it for your blood type, for sure, hands down. And again, I'll do a separate video that goes into more depth. This is just the basics of what helps me. So eat it for my blood type. Lastly, number 5, there is no quick fix, okay? Babe, it's not a quick fix. It's just not. That's just the truth. You have to do the work, okay? It takes time, it takes dedication. There's no quick fix. There's no special remedy. There's no special secret. It's just all scientifically proven that in order to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit and you have to put in the work. You have to go to the gym, you have to work out, you have to eat properly. These people selling false dreams and narratives, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it truthful and honest over here. You don't go to sleep and wake up and be skinny tomorrow unless you're gonna get surgery. No shade, no tea to those of you who choose to do it. I'm not shading you, that's just not what I chose to do, okay? I benefited a lot more from going to the gym and working out because it made me feel proud of accomplishing something and actually putting in the work, okay? Those 5 things helped me to start my journey to lose the 55 pounds that I've lost. And again, I'm still trying to lose, I'm still trying to tone up and trying to get to where I want to get. But for the most part, I've done the work that I needed to get to where I am. So this is what I started out as, close to 200 pounds. And then this is me at 162. And then this is me at 150. So I met my goal. I don't even remember what year it was. I met my goal of 150. And I'll talk about that in a whole separate video, you know, why I gained the weight back. But that's me 150. And this is me 162, okay? Everybody's body is different. Weight looks different on different people. I'm 5'2", 162, and it works for me, okay? Find what works best for you. And so now that I'm actually in this thing and working out, my goal has now changed in my mindset where I'm not even showing up to look a certain way anymore. This has now become a lifestyle for me, and that happens. Once you stay consistent, it's probably gonna happen for you too. You're gonna change, and your mind is gonna be, it's gonna be like clockwork. You're just gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, you know what, gym, gym, gym. So those are the things that helped me get started. And again, this is just the bare minimum and just the basics, okay? So of course, I'll do more videos of in-depth conversations about this because there's so much to cover with my journey. Now that I'm actually talking about it and opening up about it, there's so many things that didn't work that I want to share with people who may have the condition. There are things that I chose to let go of, things I had to get rid of. There's just so much. When I say so much, we'll be sitting here forever talking about everything I tried and what didn't work and me needing to start over. It is just crazy. If you guys like this video, please don't hesitate to subscribe, leave a comment, share the video. This concludes today's video of how I lost my weight and what I did, just the basic 5-6 little steps I did to even get started. And I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.